I love it. So there's levels of training.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Is there like such thing as like, can you walk us through a few of the levels? There's like level 1 and then there's like expert. I don't know if how that works.
So the problem with it, and it's a lot like the cleaning businesses or whatever you're into, right? It is not a regulated business. I don't have to go to any certain school. I don't have to hold any certain certificate to go be a dog trainer. Okay. You guys could go be one today. Go start your business, file your LLC, get on it, and go start a business. You're going to struggle a whole lot because you don't have that guidance and you don't have the background and you don't have,
of course,
knowledge to bring to the table, but you could do it. For us, we offer things that most dog trainers don't. Everybody wants to sell. We have a level 1 package. We got a level 2 and a level 3 and a level 4 package. And each one, literally the difference is the number that's attached to it. Okay. You're going to turn out probably close to the same dog. You're going to turn out the same idea of a dog, right? What we sell people and what we produce needs to be somewhere close to the same or over delivered. And in our industry, much like your all's industry as well, I know from firsthand experience, many people overpromise and underdeliver on a regular basis. We push, strive, and we have been super, super successful because we know that we are doing everything that everybody else isn't. I just hired a new trainer at my Amarillo location, and she came in 14 years experience in dog training, and she looked at me and she said, nobody does this. Like, there's a lot of little things you guys are doing that is just mundane and nobody does it. Why are you guys wasting time on this? And all I had to do is go to Google, pull up our reviews and say, read. It's not a whole bunch of 5-star reviews with nothing attached to them. People are telling their story, telling their journey with us, telling their rags to riches, basically, and how their dog was in the rags and how their dog was in the mud and just wouldn't listen and wouldn't do things to where they're at now, and how it's changed their life with their children, how it's changed their life with their spouse, how that has opened up a door to better communication in the home because we're not arguing over a 4-legged dog, right? We're now able to communicate about something in a different way. And I've even had plenty of people that said it actually is kind of what got us back into church, because you come to our facility, we've got Christian music playing. My wife and I literally stood in the middle of our training room yesterday. She came up and said, hey, we forgot. And she grabbed my hands and made sure that we prayed over our company, our employees, our clients, our past and potential clients, the whole 9 yards. And that feel is all over.
You're good.
Rookie 101. That feel is all over our company. And that's what I yearn for. Every single person I talk to, the last thing they hear from me is have a blessed day. And I mean that, So I think for us, we are bringing something completely different to the table. So I'm not chasing different levels of dog training. If you leave your dog with me for 2 weeks and you leave your dog with me for 4 weeks, you're going to have a dog that knows the same thing, but I will be able to change behavior. I will be able to change the way your dog addresses life on its own over the longer period of time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Let's actually dive into that a little bit. So right before we got kicked off here, I said, man, I can't wait to talk to you about behavioral patterns and training and all that. And you said your dog is going to learn how to live a life on its own. And you said a lot before we hit record translates into human behavior. So if I leave my dog with you for 4 weeks and then you're training that dog, I've always thought of like dog training, like going to like PetSmart. Like I'm just like the idiot guy. Talk to me about those behavioral patterns and kind of like the foundation and maybe how that does translate into a human framework.
So I use the same analogy because we say the same thing a million times over to a million different people. So they're hearing it for the first time. When a child is first getting ready to go to school, we start them on a new pattern. We start waking them up, or we get them to bed a little bit earlier. We start waking them up a little bit earlier. You woke up, come out, get your get your breakfast. You got your breakfast, go brush your teeth. Brush your teeth, you got your clothes on, get your shoes, grab your backpack, jump in the car, let's go. Then what happens? We drive the kid to school. They're super nervous. They don't understand. They're like, why do I even got to go to this place? I've heard about it. It sounds amazing, but it also sounds scary as ever. Mm-hmm. And then they get there and the teachers say, hey, come on in, put your backpack over there, get your books out, get your crayons out, go sit at your desk, look forward, and here we go, right? There's structure. There is a way that things happen. And then you come to pick your kid up and you're thinking they're going to be bawling their eyes out and run up and just grab you like you left them and you're never coming back or whatever. And then they're like, hold on, Mom, hold on, Dad. I just want to finish coloring this, or I want to do this with Bobby or whatever. And you're like, what happened? I thought you were going to hate this place. And they're like, no, I actually love it, right? Little Johnny's a butthead in class because he has no structure at home. Okay. So that's the quickest way that I can tell you that when we give a dog structure in the way that they do things, this is how you wake up in the morning. This is how you come out of the crate. This is how you go to the backyard. This is how you get fed. This is how you come back inside. This is how we do things when we're going out in public. This is how we do things when we go to a restaurant. And the dog says, I know what that looks like. I've done this time and time again. And all the dog really knows is there's tables, there's chairs, there's people, and I smell food. I'm going to lay down and be next to the side of this seat the entire time I'm here. Right? A lot of what we do is classical conditioning. You remember Pavlov and the bell?
Yeah.
Right? He went out and fed all the dogs, or rang the bell, fed all the dogs, rang the bell, fed all the dogs, rang the bell, fed all the dogs. And then one day he just went out and rang the bell and all the dogs started salivating. That was the first time that we've really, truly identified that dogs will pair things together, a noise with an action, a noise with an action. You grab your car keys in the morning and you put your shoes on and go grab your car keys, right? Yeah. Being all goofy about things. And you're like, what kicked that off? Is literally the jingle of your keys. The same action every day. That's the structure you're showing your dog. What is the structure you're giving your dog? And it's the same thing for people in life. You can show people, oh, I wake up 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 o'clock in the morning. You know, I kind of get dressed. I'll go to Starbucks and spend way too much money on a coffee. And then I'm going to go call some friends and I'm going to hang out or whatever it is, right? That's what you're showing people. That's the structure of your life.